Alright, this hand is pretty terrible, right? It like doesn't have a white source for this blood through this blood moon. It like has an Emrakul in it. It's got a bunch of mana. Disciplined Mulligan into a punish. Alright, so we're looking for... Yeah, Chalice the Void's probably fine. We're on the draw here. Good to go. Tapped land, Chalice, Blood Moon. See how it goes. I understand why they call it what they call it. It's still crap. All those apes in chat. Aping it up. Looks like Grixis Shadow. So both of these cards are probably going to be decent. Be much better on the play here, obviously. What a tilt. What a tilt. Basic Island. Plays Basic Island. Could be a control deck, too. Yeah, right? Like, you think of a card, Torch of Defiance into Opt. Okay, so something controlling, probably. Another Basic Island's a little sad for us. The Delve Threat, it looks like. Gonna die in 4 attacks to this. Yep. Man, the difference the play versus the draw makes, right? Like, if we'd have been on the play, they wouldn't have been able to get this down at all. They just, like, would have been able to cast, like, 1 Opt. Triple Island, Sorcery, Cryptic Commanded. I mean, I guess I'm just passing, right? I don't really want to put this on 2. Need like a Nahiri or Wrath of God. Yeah, Standing Dusk has been great. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 like the Standing Dusk. If you're going to Chalice people, you should do your best to win the die roll. Good. I guess I'm holding this, right? Because I could hit a second Helix. Chandra. My body is ready to get Cryptic Commanded. This is my Chandra. My Chandra is amazing. Yep. Yep. It's possible I should have put this out last turn to avoid something like that. They're going to have to play a bunch of their cantrips now. Technically not dead yet. Okay, we're technically not dead yet here. We get to Helix the Snapcaster Mage. Chalice is okay. It's less good in Modern than it is in Legacy for sure. This resolves, we technically get 1 more turn here. They could have like remand or something like that though. Okay. Technically get 1 more turn. I guess now Through the Breach won't do it, right? Because they've got 6 lands here. And dead. Good stuff. Alright, so Chalice seems pretty good here. This is definitely a Blood Moon out matchup though. They can certainly play through that. It's definitely not an Anger of the Gods matchup. Do I have enough cards to bring in for this matchup? I guess is a good question. Got a bunch of rips. That seems good. Blood Moon doesn't seem great. Do I want these ley lines, or do I just want to like bring in a bunch of stone rains? How do we feel about just like stone raining them a bunch? Is that something that's unreasonable? I just like bring in 4 copies of Stone Rain. Just like get them that way. I think that's a real plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it's a real. I'm gonna cut this Lightning Helix too, actually, and just bring in another one. Let's just kill their lands. Let's just kill their lands. They're gonna like fetch basics to fetch around Blood Moon. Did I get the last Stone Rain in? I did not, because Magic Online is a laggy piece of crap. Alright, so that's fine. Exciting, but fine. Huh. That's close. I'm gonna bottom this. I'm gonna be sad when we get Thought Seized, but I think we're supposed to bottom that. That is probably slightly better than Rip. Is it? Is this or is Rip better? That's close. So like if they have Thought Scour here, they get to... I have this to kill a Delve Threat though. I'm gonna lead on the Chalice. Lead on the Chalice. I feel like this is the higher upside play. If they have Thought Scour into Delve Threat, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. But if they don't have Thought Scour into Delve Threat, sticking the Chalice is pretty great. What's going on, Red Life? Yeah, the green-white creature decks are always sweet. Spell Snare. Okay, sure. Fine. It's A-okay, opponent. How do you feel about Stone Rain? I don't know why there's one Molten Rain in this board. I feel like it should just be more Stone Rains. The Logic Knot? Smells like a Logic Knot. Yep. Man, Logic Knot and Delve Threats, that's a lot of graveyard stuff. Alright, I'm gonna try and stick this Rip now. While I don't have, well, I guess this gets Snap Spell Snared, right? That would have been loose. That might not have been the correct play, but it worked out, so we'll go with it. Could also see an argument to, like, sticking this under Cryptic Command. Like, if this was a Stone Rain, we'd be better off right now. What do we got? Search for Azcanta. Sure. Oh, man, you know what? You know what Exile Search for Azcanta? Nahiri. Nahiri Exile Search for Azcanta. I'm getting negated, maybe? Smells like a negate. Disdainful Stroke. Gross. Well, at least with Rest in Peace out, this is just like a scry every turn, right? Culligan's Command entered the exiled zone. Yep. Okay. Okay, so gives us something to do down the line. Guess this that needs to get Cryptic Commanded. It doesn't. Nice land. Assuming they're drawing a land here. Yep. You would have been this Wrath of God. I'm bidding Wrath or my bidding Spirit Guide. I'm gonna been Wrath. Still a 2-mana Thassa, right? Are we cryptiting something at the end step here? Are we bolting my Nahiri maybe? Sure. Nahiri's down to 4. Alright. Plus this. I think I want to just discard the Lightning Helix so I can cast this this Through the Breach guaranteed. Play this Plains out. I mean, I'm probably supposed to play the Mountain, right? Because I don't have Blood Moons in my deck right now. Shocking the crap out of this Nahiri. The opponent seems to be playing some kind of Burkhart pile of cards. Thought Scour, target me. Yep. Yo. Okay. Maybe I should have ticked her down on the Triscanta first there. I don't really want to kill the Search with the Nahiri because, like, that exposes her to dying to a Lightning Bolt or another Culligan's Command. And, like, the Search isn't doing a lot, right? It's just, like, giving them this little bit of Scry, which I think is fine. Like, Nahiri keeps up with Scrying. Like, do you have another Cryptic Command? They could have another Cryptic Command here. Just another counterspell. The Logic Knot, it looks like. Yep. Real shitty mana leak. Waiting on an Emrakul to come off the top to breach them. Yeah, exactly. So, like, them having counters for those things, it's just like, well, now, like, it's another thing that you, like, have to have a counter for. Is this a Tasigur? Is this a 6-mana? It smells like a 6-mana Tasigur. Chandra. Okay, sure. Emrakul, please. Tormenting Voice. That's exceedingly unfortunate. That's exceedingly unfortunate. Things are not looking good for our hero, chat. These are not looking good for our hero. Yeah, shock me and we're gonna bounce this Rest in Peace to my hand. Chandra in their deck full of counterspells seems ambitious. Yeah, this is just like the classic Blood Moon type crap, Burgle, right? Where like you're hoping that like your prison elements lock them out of being able to do stuff. I'm gonna hold lands for now. We're just like, what, we're 25 cards into our deck without an Emrakul at this point? So sometimes you make it 25 cards in without finding a 4 of. What's going on, Declan? Yeah, that's true. Nahiri is very similar to like what Sir Triscanta was doing, right? I assume we're dead here, but we'll take one more draw step towards an Emrakul. Loses this Chandra ultimate here. Decks like this are kind of a tough sell in Modern because they have like those same like lose to themselves draws like we just saw there, while also like kind of lacking those super free win draws that you get from having like turn 1 Blood Moons that you get in Legacy. And we're definitely a little bit flooded there. Like I said, we got through half our deck without an Emrakul, but like those draws are just gonna happen. Like that's just you know, something that comes with the territory. Which is why the big part of the reason, like decks like this, like put up fringe results in Modern here and there, but I think there's a reason why you don't consistently see them in top 8s. Like when they pop up, you're like, oh, that's neat. That deck did the thing again. You know, it's bound to do the thing every once in 2 to 3 months or so, however long it takes. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're cutting Simian Spirit Guides, like, what's the fucking point of your deck, right? Like, you're just like this shitty deck that can't do any of its stuff ahead of time. So, like, you're like cutting your unfair elements to be more grindy and mid-rangey. And if I want to be more grindy and mid-rangey, like, I want to, like, why am I playing this deck if I'm, like, I'm not playing this deck to be grindy and mid-rangey. Proven struggle. Yeah, that's exactly... Burgle is exactly correct. That's just, like, not what you want to do in this format. You don't want to go slow. Okay, that's sweet. Looking for lands, right? Oh, sure. I don't think there's any reason to put this Chalice on 0. Tilt. Man, watch this Memnite kill us. Opponent certainly showed us. This is a fog, which is nice. I mean, I literally just wrote an article talking about what I'd ban in Modern, so I'd recommend looking at that. Yeah, didn't attack with the Memnite anyways, joke's on them. Alright, so gain 3, take 3, stay at 17. I think I want to just hold up Helix again here, and then so we can Helix something this turn. There might have been merit to killing this Blink Moth just so they couldn't play a powerful 2-drop if they drew it. So that way we could Chalice on 2 the following turn. Alright, cast Fog again. And we don't really care about Nets Champion, right? Potentially keeping them off of a 2-drop doesn't seem unreasonable, though. I'm gonna go ahead and put this Chalice of the Void on 2 here. That covers most things that we care about. They conveniently have 6 permanents in play. Ugh, what a convenient number of permanents to have in play, opponent. Hopefully they don't have anything to play here, and then Emrakul cleans up the board. I guess there could have been enough. No, they'd have life drained some more if I'd have waited on. I could have helixed them, but then they'd have gained health from a Vault Scourge, so it's like kind of a wash. Beep beep. Rawr, this is my Emrakul. My Emrakul is amazing. So it is a little annoying that because I put this Chalice on 2, I can't triple Lightning Helix to kill them. That is something that I've cut myself off of. My body's ready to die to the Ink Moth in 10 turns. Oh yeah! Let the bricking begin. Nahiri, please. Hey. We're gonna work our way up to just hard cast on that one, right? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Do I have 15 mana producing lands in my deck? I have exactly 15 mana producing lands in my deck. I should probably hold this for when I draw Nahiri. Oh no. Oh no, there's an Ornithopter. Ding ding ding. Nice ink bot next to this opponent. It'd be a damn shame if someone were to turn it red. Watch them have like triple Galv Blast in hand and just like blast us out of the game. Man, what good clean deck building right here. What a good decision I made earlier. It does beat my fetch lands produce mana now. Good call. And I've got enough crap to discard. I'm gonna start playing these lands out. Look, hopefully they have a bunch of 2-drops in their hand, okay? 9 mana producing lands. Man, just quality decision making. Just quality decision making. God bless us, everyone. I found a thing! Yay! Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 house money. Always, never not house money. Alright, Stony Silence, check. Five Force, check. What are the cuts here? This is probably is this a Blood Moon's out matchup? The lands are actually kind of annoying. Maybe it's like 2 Blood Moons out. It's just all of them? Yeah, it's probably just all of them, right? Needs more Archigrust, right? Let's try this. Try this. I guess Chalice is kind of medium on the draw. On the play, Chalice for 0 is pretty good. It just doesn't really do anything, right? No, I think Blood Moon's better than Stone Range. Like, 1 Blood Moon shuts off all their creature lands, right? And, like, we do kind of care about their creature lands. I'm gonna mulligan this. Pro tip, don't put the second legendary land into play. Don't do it. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. This is probably going to be like fetch a plains, Tormenting Voice, ditch the Chalice. Of course I washed my hands, very dramatic. No land. Well, that's interesting. I don't really think I want this Chalice at this point. Like looking for a sweeper, right? Get Angers and Wraths and Byforce. There's always some amount of chat delay. Pretty much. Oh yeah, we got Stony Silences too. A lot of good ones. That's a card. Wait. What am I doing? We discarded the Chalice. What am I doing? What am I doing? Should have played my Temple. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Sweeper. Stony Silence. Should have played this to scry. I mean, that technically qualifies as a sweeper, right? 8 magic, doo 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 doo. 8 magic, doo 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 doo. Hey, J Shrimp with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. So thank you, and welcome. Magic Online barely runs on Windows, so no, it does not work on other platforms. This was our third turn, yep. Because remember, we Gemstone Caverns this into play on their turn. So yeah, that was turn 3 Emrakul. God bless us, everyone. Hey, one more Lightning Helix away from lethal. On the bottom of that, we're just looking for a win condition at this point, right? I'm actually running Magic Online on a Linux system in a VMware workstation VM right now, but it does require a license of Windows to do that. Yep. I mean, like, we could 10 out of 10 just brick off and die here. Reinstall Windows every 30 days. That sounds like a hassle. That sounds like way too much work. Alright. Alright, that makes Through the Breach live draws. I'm not killing this because if I rip another Helix, I want to be able to end the game with them. I'm just gonna go ahead and anger this Memnite away because it like gets them farther away from this Mox Opal. It also makes the cranial plating in their hand less scary. I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna put this on. Not gonna put this on 2 again, especially with the Helix in my hand. It does make this a little bit scary. Hey! I missed a donation. Get ready for both players to make meaningful decisions. J Shrimp with the this is the Trinisphere Tanglewire deck, so we'll get that one in there. Should be holding lands for a Nahiri. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Man, if only someone had foreseen this. Okay, opponent could have denied us 3 points of health there, but they've mostly just given up on life. So, like, I could put this Nahiri out on 6, but I think I'd rather just get a new card, right? That's something. That's something. Get all those cranial platings. So big and scary. Need a flawless victory, right? Trigger. Oh, baby. It's the monkey the Simians foretold of. You know, can I get some Simian spirit guides in chat? Can I get some Simian spirit guides in chat fam? So we can win this game with our ape. I believe. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Are we gonna die? Are we gonna die? Oh no! Dude! If I exile this, we're not dead on board. Exile this, we're not dead on board. Okay. Okay. My poor monkey, he was gonna go the distance. Need to dodge a 0. We're dead to any 0 here. God, I'm so confused. What is happening? Alright, we get 2 looks at a way to kill this or to kill them. Helix is lethal, Breach is lethal. Yeah, I'll take a scry. That gives us a 3rd look, technically. Alright, so because I played the Simian Spirit Guide, Breach is no longer lethal. Man, we are so good at bricking and dying. Alright, well, there's the first. There's a checkbox. Lose game after Emrakuling opponent. Good lord. Alright, take 2. Take 2. Turn 3 apedom wasn't good enough. Lacked the closing power. Brickmaster 9000, right? Is this hand good? Anyone know? Anyone out there know if this hand is good? Looking for some lands. This hand's like if I were to like draw up a hand, this is what it looks like, right? If I'm like to pick what my opening hand looks like, this is it. Just need to rip a land here. A couple lands, get through to breach this Emrakul. Oh no, our Chalice of the Void can't be activated anymore. Yeah, I didn't exile the plating, so that's an illegal play, to answer the question in chat. Magic Online's really terrible. It doesn't let me make illegal plays. We're just passing, right? I don't want to cast this. The old Etch champion without Metalcraft. What a glorious troop. Yes, we did turn 1 Chalice for 0 on the play. That's what you should do against Affinity when you have the option. When you have the option, you should always Chalice for 0 turn 1. It's very good. Their deck is much worse without their free cards. Yeah, we could Emrakul, but like, I kind of want more value out of it. I want to actually just like kill them. What does Emrakuling really accomplish? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. What is doing this accomplish? Nothing. Smack him around with this monkey a little bit. Spank him with my monkey. Spank the monkey. Yeah, I just want more value out of my Emrakul. And like this card, no joke, this card's just actually just going to kill them, right? That's the other part of this is like this card's actually just going to kill them. Is the plan. I'm just like sending a message, right? Just like I don't need this to kill them. This Nahiri is gonna ultimate and kill them. Just like dealer's choice, really. They're gonna have to like nug this Nahiri for a couple. And then big Emra Mama is gonna pop up out of her hand and kill them. No, please don't attack my Nahiri for one. How will I wait, what? What? Get this pile of spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, but I keep on forgetting what I wrote down. The whole crowd rolls so right, I open my mouth, but the words won't come out. Open now, everybody choking now. Welcome everyone, hanging out, rapping a little bit, playing some Magic the Gathering here this afternoon. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see past that, please consider subscribing on Twitch. That's the best way you can support my content here. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves. They really do it all. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. Let's say you want to kick the tires on something sweet like this red-white prison deck that we're playing today, but you don't own all of these cards. You can rent them from SpareDeck before you buy them for a weekend or up to an entire month. Is this deck considered tier 1? It is not. 0% tier 1. The tier 1 decks in Modern at any given point are like Grixis, Death Shadow, Green Black Tron, probably Burn, Affinity. Those are probably the ones I'd count as tier 1 currently. It seems reasonable, right? It's got like 2 big mamas in it, but you know, maybe we'll draw through the breach. The Chalice on 2, Blood Moon on 3, hopefully. Was a little bit of a fish and lost the die roll here, which is definitely a mistake, but is what it is. If you're going to play this deck, I would highly recommend practicing your die rolls. Your Chalice of the Void deck is much better on the play than the draw. Oh, Storm 2. Yeah, Storm is definitely tier 1 right now. Speaking of Affinity, am I putting this Chalice of the Void on 0? Yeah, that's fine, right? I'm in the market for colorless land. No, all the MTGO rental websites charge far too much money. I'd want in the match me if I wanted to promote their stuff, but they just charge far too much. It's obnoxious. No, SpareDeck's a physical Magic card, Sage Phoenix. Do I want to do this? I feel like I just want to do this. I have like these to clean up shitters though. Like, do I actually care about their shitters? Yeah, I'm just gonna play this on 0. MTGO tickets are real money. You can turn MTGO tickets into 90 to 95 cents on the dollar on demand for as many tickets as possible. Your MTGO tickets have a dollar value. Real cash money associated with your MTGO tickets. Is this a plating? Yep. It's a little scary. We take a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Going down to 12. We'll go down to 11 and we'll anger them next turn, which does set them back to like the Stone Age, so that's not too terrible. Like, the cost of what mana traders cost to use, which is one of the rental services, is like comparable to like always having a deck rented from SpareDeck, and like it's certainly more expensive to rent physical cards than MTGO cards, right? You don't understand. Why didn't we equip our cranial plating? I don't understand. We're just like afraid of Lightning Helix. We're afraid of Lightning Bolt, Path to Exile. Deal. Just like gained 4 health here because my opponent's playing scared. God bless. Yeah, I think my opponent just like 10 out of 10 should just like go for it there. You made the gods very angry, tiny robotic creatures. Be gone. The gods are very upset. Wag my finger. Alright, I'm gonna play that. I'm not playing this Blood Moon. I want to be able to cast this Wog. I want to Through the Breach. Can I get Through the Breach at some point here? You have 4 Emrakuls. Can you declare Rummy and win? Burgle asking the hard-hitting questions. Do you think the average CMC of our hand is higher than the average CMC of their hand? What do you think, chat? Should we take a poll? I feel like this needs a straw poll. Whose average CMC is higher? I have to wog this, right? Just like gonna die otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be like a crack for like 11. I think the deck we played last night on stream was excellent, especially as far as off the beaten path goes. Let's basic planes here so we don't draw it. If we don't draw through the breach, we'll play this Blood Moon, turn off this Blink Moth Nexus. Let's get our Scry on first, though. Scry me a river. Wog. Yeah, I think I'm in the market for a Wog, right? I just like need to be able to kill their stuff. I think Wog's better than a random. So like as far as cutting off colors, this doesn't do anything, but like it turns this into a non-threat, right? Pretty sure my hand is a higher CMC than their whole deck. Yeah, right. Truth. And like this is why plating's scary, right? Because like I just have to kill every card they play now from here on out. It's a excellent draw. I don't think I want to play the Spirit Guide. Yeah, who am I kidding? I want to play the Spirit Guide. Get this monkey man in there. Get some Spirit Guides in chat. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's all alone in his time of need. He's waiting and playing and pacing the course. He's blighting and riding on his horse. Do 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 do. Beep beep do do. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of mileage out of the Simian Spirit Guide and Karn emotes at the next Pro Tour. The Helix is a great draw. Do I want to put this Chalice of the Void on something? I feel like I want to put this Chalice of the Void on something that cuts them off of outs. I really don't have that many 3-drops that matter, right? Is putting this Chalice of the Void on 3 insane? How do we feel about putting this on 3? How do we feel about putting this on 3? Now, I really don't want to put it on 2 because I have this Helix in my hand. And like, I want to cast my Tormenting Voices and my Helixes if I draw them. I feel like putting it on 3 is fine, right? It cuts us off of like exactly Anger of the Gods. They definitely have Etch Champions in their deck, and they probably have Master of Ethereums. I think Chalice on 3 is a fine play here. Like I don't need to put another Blood Moon out, right? I guess I could just put it on. I could put it on 1 as well. Could also just put it on 1 there. It like cuts off Signal Pest, which is something I care about. Yeah, I think Etch Champion's the scariest card though, right? Master's also pretty good against us. I don't have any hard removal. Hey, look at that. Mom spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on the sweater already, but you keep on forgetting what about. We cannot cast more apes. Got him. Ha! Got him. All right, I think some amount of Blood Moons are okay to keep in this matchup. Obviously, we want the Stonies and the Biforces, right? Like that's not close. I think I'm gonna split these 2-2. I feel like I never want to see multiple of either of these cards, but like the first of each is fine. I think that's where I'm at in my life. Like Blood Moon turning off their creature lands is like reasonable for us. Teams medium, they have more than 6 permanents. Stone Ranger! Is there a reason the buckle up is gray-white instead of black-white? Because I just assume everyone uses Twitch in dark mode. Does everyone not use Twitch? Are there people that don't use Twitch in night mode? If so, I feel like you should reconsider your life choices. Let me improve your life. Twitch has a night mode. Of course, it's got turn 2 blood moons in it. Panza sounds great. The actual answer is that night mode or hey, Arker 1993 with the 2-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping the Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate it. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. The bottom of that, we just need lands, right? The buckle up emote, I did it in the 2 different contrasts and neither looked good on night mode and regular mode. So I use Twitch on night mode. So I selfishly made the emote the one that looks good on the mode that I use it. Hey, not Stalin. Welcome to the Wild Sub Club. 3-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. There's a night mode. I feel like I have just made so many people's lives better today. Just like, it's like welcome to night mode. Enjoy your stay. All right. I'm doing this. Am I just blasting this? I feel like I'm just helixing this, right? And like next turn we can buy force some of these nerds. Like killing this kind of cuts them off of a mana, right? Because of the Springleaf Drum. It feels like an okay line. That might be a little aggressive. These are my things. My buy force is gone now. My rendition of Hotel California. Night mode, mind blown, right? There you go. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. I like the tank and then like, yeah, I guess I'll take the card that kills me. Tank, take the card that kills me. That's a monkey, huh? Blood moon or monkey? Blood moon or monkey? I'm just gonna play the Chandra. She lets me cast a Through the Breach next turn if we rip one. Nug my opponent for 2 here. I like to cast Anger of the Gods. No siree. Do 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 do. That's kind of unfortunate. I guess not really, right? We shoot this by default. Yeah, I think so. I think you want to like have a hedge against Dredge and decks like Dredge. What's the advantage of this deck over Goryo's? I don't know, probably nothing. This deck like aims to have lock pieces as opposed to being more all in on the combo. They know we have Blood Moon too. So we got really punished for not Blood Mooning here, right? Got really punished for not Blood Mooning. Man, that's a tilt. I guess I'll play this Blood Moon out now. Prevent. Just need a Wog. We've got 2 Wogs in our deck. I guess we could also go rip land plus Through the Breach. But we've only got, what, 4 draw steps here? 3 draw steps? This doesn't actually change the clock, so it's not a big deal. This gives us breaches and out next turn. We got 2 more draws. Did you play Narset Cannon again for money? Yeah, probably. The deck's kind of hilarious. It falls into the does something hilarious category. We have a 2-drop. Rip like a plating to kill me. Steel Overseer, sure, that's lethal. Is that lethal? It's gonna be 6, 7, 8. It's exactly lethal. It's good beats on the opponent's part. He played that well. Punished us for not blood mooning them. We didn't have hits coming for a couple turns yet. Let's take the 3rd game on the play. Chalice is much better on the play, right? Just hit Chalice for 0. And cut these blood moons out of my deck. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, sense fine, right? It's got half our combo in it. It's Chalice for 0. We have an Anger of the Gods and Lightning Helix. Ape magic accompanied by ape noises. You're not wrong. Cry me a river. Not need another Big Mama. 1 Big Mama's enough for this hand. 1 Big Mama's enough. Odds of needing to Helix something are pretty low next turn, I think. Yep. I'm actually going to anger this as opposed to Helixing it, because Helix can kill these Nexi. Ah. Woo. Goes womb tight. This Edge Champion is very good. So, okay, so not firing anything up. They have another Edge Champion? That would be really annoying. Need to dodge Platings and more Edge Champions at this point. That sucks. Need to dodge these 2 things. Has both of those things. Alright, need a Wog or through the breach. Is neither of those things. Pretty dead. Pretty dead. Any decks after this today? Yeah, we're gonna play at least 1 more league. Just like put Chalice on 0 against the deck full of 0 drops, just casually has no 0 drops. What a fucking tilt. No, I think we're doing more modern today. I've had modern decks building up for a while. I need to plow through those. We play too much Legacy because it's fun. Oh, what? I don't... Can I just, like, beat these crappy players? Like, I don't understand these lines. What is going on? Don't... Like... What? Doesn't do anything. There's no reprieve in sight. None. You want some pretzels? You want some pretzels? Hey, you got a bowl? Good asking, kiddo. Look, they tried their darndest to let us win, but our deck is just not good enough. Whenever I play with or against decks like this one in Modern, I'm just pretty consistently unimpressed by them. They just like, they lack card selection, and like the thing you're doing, like Chalice of the Void is just much worse in Modern than it is in Legacy, so like the amount of free wins you get from that isn't high enough to make up for the inconsistency that you have. Hey, I'm not 0-2 bot, I'm 1-2, right? Yeah, we want a match in there. What does this hand do? This has turn 3, turn 4 breach. You do arena or magic online. So what the question would be, what is your goal? If your goal is to play standard, waiting for arena is probably not a terrible thing. If you enjoy playing the non-rotating formats that we often play on this stream, like Legacy and Modern, arena might never support Legacy and Modern, and at the very least it's not going to support them for probably, you know, 5 years or more. Playing in Shadow, it looks like. Yeah, Magic Online, because Magic Online has the buy, sell, trade secondary market too, you can always sell back out of the cards you buy from it. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I should have discarded that. So that way I could, what's the word I'm searching for? Have more planes when I Blood Moon them. I feel like I'm just supposed to pass here. I think we're fetching a basic planes with this, and then on the following turn cycle, we're going to go like end step breach, untap breach. Hopefully we don't die before then. Dr. P. Rizzle and his gang of elemental homies. The matchup's probably hard. You need access to cards like Massacre or Eternal Seeker or Sweepers to keep the Candlesticks in check, Greg. And those don't really fit into the budget constants. The budget part of the constant stack. No reason to play this Blood Moon. So because we have our ape here, we're going to end step. Remember, breach is an instant, and it doesn't sacrifice until the beginning of the next end step. So during my opponent's end step, because they certainly have at least one counterspell here, right? Our hope is that this either resolves, or if it gets countered, this one will resolve the following turn. So this is putting us to 8. This is putting us to 6. We are dead if they have 2 counterspells here that they can cast. Some monkey business going on here. Mana leak, yep. So if they have another 1 or 2 mana counterspell here, we're gonna lose. If they don't, we win. Any of their counterspells that counter breach are also going to counter Wog here, so I'm just going to go ahead and breach, try and win the game. Get that concede APM on lock. Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on your sweater. I guess maybe I should make them prove they have a lightning bolt or a snapcaster mage. Wrath plays around Bolt. How does Wrath play around Bolt? It doesn't play around Bolt at all. We still... We'd be at 8. They'd bolt us to... No, we'd be at 8. They'd bolt us to 5 and then get another token. Are you playing 2 bolts? They didn't have double red. Are you talking about if they had 2 bolts? Because they did not have double red. Leave 1 Blood Moon in, bring in 3 rips. Fine. We did not win that game. Our opponent had 2 counter spells. I mean, that's not really an OG's type moment, right? Like, the opponent only played 1 piece of action and, like, they were sitting on a bunch of cards in hand, so they likely had multiple pieces of interaction in their hand. Not terribly surprising to lose that game. 8 permanents didn't matter. They were at 15 punishing waterfalls. They were dead to the Emrakul. Like, literally dead. My Simian spirit guide is shattering in the background. Yeah, I agree. If the Emrakul wasn't lethal, playing Wrath of God was the better line there. But the Emrakul is just lethal, so... It's fine, right? Not exciting, but fine. Oh, that's true. I don't know. Apparently, I can't find the plug. Stupid bot. Not really in the market for a Tormenting Voice, right? I'm gonna get another scry here anyways. I'm gonna bottom that. We're just like looking for Emrakuls and 4-mana things, right? Oh, weird. When I copied it from... When I copied it, it put that one twice. That's really weird. Put the ape in there, put the buckle up in there. It's also missing Hugelmoto and RTFC. It doesn't have Karn either. No, it had Karn in there. Karn was in there. Alright, what am I doing? They took my rest. I was like, I'm gonna go land rest in peace. They took my rest in peace. We should do like a Twitch. We should build like a Twitch plays modern Magic deck with just like, or Legacy deck probably, just like all of the cards that Twitch chat just never has any idea how they work. Gemstone Caverns, you can't put it into play if you're on the play. It's not how this card works. Card would be cracked in half if you could put it into play when you're on the play. Would literally be a Chrome Box for your opening hand that's a land drop. Better than Chrome Box in a lot of ways, right? Or just put Summoner's Pact in there, Chains of Mephistopheles. Yeah, just like, what are other cards that Twitch chat's always like, yeah, why didn't you do the thing with that card? And you're like, I need that card to exist, right, Ryan? Fluster the Jace. Yeah, right? That's a good one. Fluster the Jace. Four surgicals in the board always poured in. That's a good one. Alright, so they played into the Helix. They must have another Pyromancer here. So smart and thin. I'll let this sit for a minute. The decklist add-on is called Stream Decker. It's fantastic software. The future is now, and it is wonderful. I'm gonna fetch a Temple of Triumph here. There's only one Blood Moon left in my deck. This is my rip. My rip is amazing. Because I get mana leaked here, right? I don't want to auto pass because then they could remand me. Trigger. And Culligan's commanded here at insta. I think I have to just ditch through the breach here and hope to keep this Wog to clean the board up. Tilt. Play this out in the event of Culligan's command. Wait, what? 2 Angers and a Wog, or a Wog and 3 Angers in my deck right now. Yeah. Alright. The gods are very angry with you, little Pyromancer. No, don't mana leak me. Remand, deal. I should fetch a Sacred Foundry with this, right? Because that way, if we rip a red source, we can cast this twice next turn. Ah, the secret pay for mana leak. Alright, Mr. Spirit Guide. I mean, there's literally a deck list right next to it. So you can, like, click on the deck list and see what it is. God helps those that help themselves. Yep. Oh no! Oh no! The ambush vipers are go! Oh no! What a terrifying set of ambush vipers. My body is ready to get lightning bolted. Alright, Wog or Anger. Got 3 of them, 3 hits. 3 hits. Hey! Puppy! I don't understand. I clicked the link. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. That's all I need. That's all I need is a chance. Does that cut off outs? I think that cuts off outs. Magic's really tough when you're lucky. Remember, folks, if you have to choose between lucky and good, always choose lucky. Always choose lucky. Oh, this is a tilt. Do I play around Cryptic Command? I think I'm supposed to play around Cryptic Command. It feels like a play around Cryptic Command type turn. Okay, opponent did not have Cryptic Command, so we played around it for nothing, but I think that's fine. I think the cost of playing around Cryptic Command was low because we had the Chalice on one. And let's run it back. No, I don't really miss anything from my normal office job. I get like some satisfaction out of like doing the automation stuff that I did when I worked the office gig, but I do some freelance software stuff, contribute to a few open source projects, gives me the same type of thing. Hey, Speed 898 with the 18-month resubscription. That's a long time. A year and a half. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. So that game was a good example of why being luckier is definitely great. Definitely great. 10 out of 10 would recommend being lucky. It's a good line. It's a good line. If you haven't considered being lucky, would recommend trying in the future. Well, this hand is great, right? Like, doesn't matter how you slice it. More than good. It's great. Just gonna like put this Chalice on one, right? I think we're just putting this Chalice on one. How do I practice my dice rolls? Weighted dice. That's the best thing about playing card games digitally, is not having to exert mental energy worrying about people cheating is such a godsend. If this is a Dr. PZ, we don't really have anything to interact with the board currently, so we could be in a little bit of trouble. Dr. P. Rizzle in the house. I think I'm just gonna fetch a basic planes here and cast this rip. Get that out of there. Alright, I think we found a use for this Blood Moon. Am I in the market for that? Yeah, I think I'm in the market for that, right? Seems like most people would be honest enough to not do that. I don't know, I just assume people are terrible. I mean, you should probably just assume when like there's money on the line, people are gonna be scum. Hopefully their hand is full of uncastables from this Chalice of the Void. I'll lead on this. Bottom that. Tormenting Voice, Ditchless Blood Moon. And if they have a remand or something here, we're gonna feel a little bit bad, right? But I think we're supposed to jam this still. And this Chalice's Void I don't mind discarding either. Rip, sure. It's not very good. We could be a pro and rip one of our sweepers here. I guess the land means Emrakul is an okay draw, right? What is wrong? Do you want more Masha? Yeah, more Masha? Okay. I got you, kid. I got you. I know, we're all about Masha and the bear. So, I think I actually want to put this Chalice on 2 here. So that way, if we rip an Emrakul or a Sweeper next turn, it can't get remanded or mana leaked or negated. God, I'm so smart and thin. We're so smart and thin. Alright, we could still just be dead here, right? Like, spell plus Snapcaster kills us. K-Command also lethal. It's not a K-Command, alright? Pocoyo, yeah, we've watched Pocoyo. Alright, come on, come on, come on! Whoopee! That's not gonna do it. GG's opponent, GG's. Oh, we're big sheep people in this house. Alright, well that went about as expected. I really like the big red deck in Legacy. I actually think it's one of the better decks that you can play in Legacy as far as all-in combo decks go. But I'm just not a fan of this style of deck in Modern. Like I mentioned earlier in this league, Chalice of the Void just doesn't have the power level in this format that it has in a format like Legacy because we don't have that high density of powerful cantrips in Modern. And just like, it's too clunky. You don't have like just 4 Simian Spirit Guides isn't enough fast mana to consistently get Blood Moons into play and just things of that nature. People are more aggressively fetching basics and playing basics in Modern because the Shocklands cost you points of health unlike they do in Legacy. So I'm really not a huge fan of decks like this in general. I think we're going to try a different Blood Moon deck here. This is not a monkey-powered Blood Moon deck, but this is, I believe this is Harlan Fears. Harlan, I'm sorry if you're watching. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. This is Harlan. He's a SCG grinder, just like quality Magic player. I think we're gonna kick the tires on this since we're already playing Modern today. We played the Cobra deck last night. Need some variety in my life. This deck seems sweet. Rip Splinter Twin. I don't currently have Goryo's as a donation deck list. You need to work through the donation deck list queue. Has been stacking up, people. The kind, generous Magic community has been sending me too many donations, so we gotta work through them. I don't want the queue to get too long. So my goal is to try and hammer this list down over the coming weeks. All right. Turn this stuff. This isn't a fair deck. We've got an infinite combo. This is, we are playing Splinter Twin. This is actually what we're playing. Actually just playing Splinter Twin. Let's post, update Stream Decker. God, there's so much to do. Geeky Moon. Geeky Moon, updated that, updated Stream Deck, get this uploading to YouTube. Jeskai Geist versus Jeskai Control. I think Jeskai Geist is probably a little bit better. They're both glorified burn decks, so like dealer's choice. I don't think one of them is that much better than the other.